don't catch it, don't call it, but for heaven's sakes, don't get caught up in the emotions of the crowd.
Well, you know, the general is so good at turning the referee around, and Marv Stephenson could get turned around in this match, and the general, you know, he's got those military-style fatigue pants on, and Lord knows how many pockets he has sewing not only on the outside but the inside of those pants, and he can just move that foreign object from pocket to pocket and hide it from that referee.
Well, Maverick he's got a clue. He's not real certain here, very wary of the general. He's been in the ring with him before. There's a thumbs right to the eyes, and that'll stop you no matter how big you are. You get those thumbs right in the retina, you're in trouble. Into that nerve hole. Now, this was a staple of Sheik Adnan Al-Casey's arsenal for so many years, working on the trapezius area, and there's that chant of USA.
See, now look at that general. He's getting all upset. This is a man who's coming out and trying that nerve hold, and obviously he's well schooled in it. And the fans are going to get to him. The man can't keep his cool when he hears the USA chant.
A little bit later on, ladies and gentlemen, the fans in attendance are going to get a chance to see the man I consider to be the premier masked man, at least in the upper Midwest right now, in the person of the masked professor, as he takes on the Hollywood hitman. Dan Jesser renews his feud with Master Disaster. The last time they met, Jesser ran Disaster's head into an exposed turnbuckle, split him wide open to the tune of 30-some stitches. So I guarantee you Disaster is out for blood this evening. And, of course, tag team main event. Baron Von Raschke, the Clawmaster himself, like that Energizer Rabbit, still going, teaming up with dynamic Jerry Lynn, the guy that I call the franchise for the independent promotions in this area. And, Dave, you're no stranger to the two men they're going to be facing in the superior male, J.B. Trask, and his partner, El Judge, Randy Gusto.
Well, you know, here come the judge when Mr. Gusto comes walking into the arena, and he carries that law book from the Henry Mitchell School of Law, and I'm not so sure he really knows what's written in that law book, and I think he just might be making it up as he goes along, because he's come up with some rules and regulations and laws that I've never heard of before.
Listen to this crowd getting into the Brian Maverick package right now. As he struggles to his feet, there's that elbow to the midsection, and that is a midsection. Oh, look at Maverick, he's on fire. Oh, there's that Beal throw. Trying to wrap his arms around that huge frame of the general. Referee Milo Kovic checking very, very closely. In for the cover. Come on, referee. Count of 1, 2. Oh, come on. Looked like he had him there.
That was close, Mick. That was almost 3.
You know, you talk about the judge being a law and order man. Attorney Supreme Fred Kreitzman is in attendance this evening, and I guarantee you if the judge tries talking about the law, we've got a man here that'll match him eyeball for eyeball.
We may need a slight debate on this tonight, Mick.
You know, the whole Kreitzman family, nobody to fool with from A to Z. Whether they're promoting a card, refereeing, shooting pictures, or going to court, that is one notorious family here in the Twin Cities.
Oh, very talented people.
You know that I used to do Wally Carbo impressions for Fred Kreitzman, and now the guy's making $1 million a year. You figure it.
Wait a minute, now you got paid for doing those impressions,
and
didn't you,
I'm
Mick?
working with you, Randall. Well, what the hell happened?
I guess you're slumming it, huh?
Well, one of us is, pal. Back to the action in the ring. Oh, he takes him back down to the canvas. The general tried to work his way to his feet. A great crowd on hand here at the Salvation Army Community Center in St. Paul, watching professional wrestling and martial arts action tonight. And speaking of Kreutzmans, we have to commend Bruce Kreutzmann and the Salvation Army. What a tremendous job they did in putting this show together. The Salvation Army, of course, always such a boon to the community in general. So charitable, such a worthwhile organization. And Bruce, of course, working hand in glove with the Salvation Army to put this show together. They're to be commended. Outstanding.
Well, you know, this is just a beautiful building for wrestling, Mick. I wish we could see more cards in here. Now, Brian Maverick, he may have bitten off more than he can chew tonight. They've had matches from time to time in the past, and he's used to wrestling those Marines in Guam, and they may be a little bit more fair and go by the rules than the General does.
10 minutes elapsed time. 10 minutes.
You know, Mick, the longer this match goes, the bigger benefit it is to Brian Maverick.
Oh!
Obviously, he's in better shape than the General, and the General's going to have to resort to those dirty tactics to keep from getting winded in that ring tonight.
You know, I don't know who it was, Dave, that said that they saw the General in the locker room after one of the matches, and they said the man is absolutely shaped like the capital Q. Now, I'm envisioning that in my mind, and it really is not a pretty thought.
No, I'm going to try not to think about that very hard, Mick.
Oh, Bulldog! At least a modified Bulldog there, and that could do it. That is a devastating maneuver. Snaps the neck. It's Whiplash City. And now the General, as methodical as always. You're not going to find any fancy moves on his part. There's a power slam in for the cover count of 1, 2. Oh, come on. It looked like a 3 count. He got him.
The General pinning Brian Maverick.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner at 10 minutes, 47 seconds from Baghdad, Iraq, the General.